Check, check. Can anybody hear me? Can I speak whatsoever? Not really. I get some more of this tea in me, and then I think we might be able to stream here. Oh, man. Something about all the trees here in Paris is just killing me. Okay. Let's see. Where can I... and unfortunately one of my systems isn't working today, so we are going to have to just... Good morning. Okay. So as I said, today I'm in Paris. Do I have a screen where I can show you a bigger picture of me? Not that one. You know, I can just go like this. And, oh, shit. Just this one. Whoa, okay, just for a sec. I'm gonna show you guys outside. Oh, that is just, it's too bright. Yeah, well. I'm on a sweet, I'm actually at my hostel right now. We've got a balcony and a bar up in the roof. I can show you the bar. It's very nice. The balcony is very busy at night. There's a view of Eiffel Tower and about half the city. Like any building in Paris, it's not very tall, so except for, you know, the Eiffel Tower and a few skyscrapers. There's also that church I can see way out there. I don't remember the name of it at the moment, but it's very cool. So let's go ahead and get into some of this news and TA. And I just want to say, dude, Solana, look at this chart. Holy shit. I got one thing to say here. Oh, yeah. Exactly as I predicted. Thanks, big boy. Fucking hate when he does that. But it's still funny. But literally exactly as I predicted, it shot up and tapped right above 140, 145. I don't remember if I put my sell order at 140 or 145, but it got hit either way. And one of the things I really love here is seeing when my chart functions exactly perfectly. As you can see, my Ganfan lines are coming out, you know, sideways here, and meeting up with intersections of the fib retracement tool lines that I have set up from. I set these up back in June, I think. As you can see, we go all the way back here to where I started it. This was our bottom, basically where it started price action. And it has had some really great interactions, and that's what we like to see when I build these charts here, is interaction between the two different charting tools. Whenever these, you know, meet up, it tends to have a magnetic effect on the price, and as you can see, it really worked here. So it gives me a pretty good time estimation and targets for, you know, the near-term future. I've tried to see, you know, a couple weeks out or, you know, a month out, and it's been wrong, but, you know, my TA might have been off. So whatever. Yeah, if we switch over to Ethereum here, let me go ahead and I was going to play some music today behind me. Make things a little more, you know, little ambience. Little ambiance goes a long way, but let me know if that's too loud. Where is my other phone? I have two phones traveling right now because if you look at this one, you know, the camera's fine, but my daily phone, the one I use all the time, yeah, the camera's all jacked up. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but yeah, it's just completely toast. I can't even, like, I'm trying to scan things with the translator app with that phone, and it's just awful. So I'm putting the translator on this phone so I can, you know, do the Google Lens trade, you know, so I can actually read menus around here. My French is okay. It's not great, but out of myself and the roommate that I have here at the hostel, we've been running around to a bunch of restaurants and stuff and hanging out, and we got a little drunk last night. But you know, first night in Paris, we just had a great time. It was pretty slow out, you know, not a ton of people, but, you know, we found a good little bar down the street, There's actually, I mean, we're in a bar right now, so technically we just have to go upstairs to our hotel bar. But just below us on the corner, there's a really nice pub. Um, we already went and we had dinner there yesterday, and yeah, this is a pretty great spot. I was gonna go to Disney today, but slept until like I don't know 9:30, and we didn't even get out the door for breakfast until like 10:30. So it was like 11 before we ate anything, and now it's almost 3. So I think Disney's gonna happen tomorrow. I'm kind of scared for going to Disney, just for the fact that I know myself, and I'm really excited about all the Star Wars stuff. If you have any information on whether or not I need like reservations for Star Wars stuff, building lightsabers, whatever, all those experiences, please let me know. I'm looking them up, but yeah, I don't have a whole ton of information on that. If anybody's in Paris and wants to go to Disneyland with me, please feel free to reach out. My roommate friend here is he's doing his laundry right now, but I don't think he's going to come with me. He's on a different budget than I am, but I think we are going to travel south from here together all the way to Madrid and Portugal, to a couple towns there. We might end up going to Bordeaux, I'm not sure. We spent like the whole hour before this stream just trying to figure that out. So travel stuff, but anyway, maybe we should talk about a little price action, maybe some news. You know, the old saying goes, I don't remember who this was, it was an investor or mathematician from a long time ago, and he says, show me the charts and I'll show you the news. And you know what? The charts are saying that there's gonna be good news. Bitcoin is trying so hard to rally up above 50. It's kind of holding right now. If we zoom in here and take a closer look with higher resolution, it is basically following what our chart pattern shows here from a couple of days ago. It may or may not come back down to this resistance line here, or support line. The trading channel line hasn't been acting too much as a support or resistant, at least not this blue one. It just hasn't made its way out there, but we don't want it to in this case. We would like to see it get back in this nice green channel here, just so that we can be in a predictable zone of trading. If there's one thing a trader likes, it's predictability in the market. But as you can see, we had this almost symmetrical kind of rising wedge, but we took some data from here and kind of extrapolated, like I was talking about probably 2 days ago while I was in Amsterdam, how this particular wedge formation will actually fairly often break to the downside and then catch some support and then sprout right back up, going right through as it did here. This is apparently a super common thing. It's like an 80% chance, which is pretty high, and it did exactly that. So we really like to see that. This is kind of one of those things where the market makers are gonna, you know, they'll be watching it come down here in this same pattern. You know that they're drawing out these same TA lines, which is, you know, that's just how it is. But so they know exactly kind of what's happening here, and what they want is to fake us out, send it down, make everybody kind of think that it's gonna go down, blah blah blah, and doom and gloom, blah blah. So they will often see it starting to bounce and then dump the price a little bit to try and get that to happen, and then switch it on us. They're always trying to, you know, get our money, get our Bitcoin, whatever, paper hands, etc., etc. So yeah, that's why this will happen. And then it pumps and they make a bunch of money because they bought our dip and blah blah blah. So you move on from Bitcoin here. I honestly think it's just going to kind of continue. I kind of want to leave this as it is, but I think what it may do is kind of continue bouncing off of this green line. This now it's acting as resistance. So we've got 2 tests here on the trading channel's resistance line, but we've got this really nice intersection here, which I probably shouldn't have kind of planned for this one, because it is not an intersection of our GAN-FAN and our daily Fibonacci sequence. Yeah, so when I draw these, I go into the daily. I'll actually switch over to lines. I'll turn off market cipher A, because, you know, when you have market cipher A on, it just is too hard to differentiate what's going on. So I turn that all off and try and figure it out from there. Because Bitcoin is so old, we actually have tons and tons of data to work off. So picking a point to start your fib sequence and your GAN fan is actually kind of hard. The newer cryptos, it'll be a little easier just because you don't have so much data. So you know where the beginning is, you know where the bottom is. And still, we put this together and got some good interactions, you know. Met up right there. When you turn on the candles, it wicks up to it. Where else do we get? We got an interaction somewhere in here. Turn this shit off. Yeah, not a ton of interaction, but it went right through this spot where this 4-1, is that the 4-1? No, it's the 3-to-1 line. And what is that? The 0.382 line intersected. So yeah, that's exactly what I want to see right there, is these perfect cross throughs at the intersections. I don't know anybody else that does it this way, but it has just been wildly successful for me. I highly suggest you take the time to chart out and set this, just lock it into a big time frame. And you know, unless you're day trading, I haven't tried doing the same thing with a lower time frame, but it shows up really nicely on the 4-hour and the 1-hour for those intersections. But we were looking for an intersection nearby, and like I said, this scale is pretty big because it's Bitcoin, it's got lots of data. So I don't know, maybe I should make another one, because our next intersection is, you know, all the way over here in November, end of November, which kind of lines up, you know, as we were talking about the other day. I still have that target right there, December 2021, you know, but I think it needs something around this area. So right now we have this intersection with the what do they call these? I can't even remember. Pitchfork. No, it wasn't a pitchfork. Slightly different. But I used a modified shift. Really, it's just giving me these. Like, I don't actually use it as the way most people do, but I'll set it up just so it fits nicely, and then it gives us nice ratios of trading. But as you can see, it does bounce almost perfectly between the lines, which is just super nice, you know. I'm hardly even bothering to pay attention to my Bollinger Bands these days, just because the TA has been pretty accurate. So that's all good. Let me make sure the stream is actually working. Oh, we got ourselves a viewer. Who the hell is viewing me? Can I see the chat? I don't know why it's doing this. Cookie notice. Great. What do I care about the cookies? Yeah. Sorry, it was just a notification I'm trying to get rid of on click manage cookies. I can't see my chat. It's super annoying. Anyways, I can't even tell who's watching me right now either. I'm not very good at using my Streamlabs yet. Getting better, but I'm just happy it all got set up. So some news that we should talk about real quick. We can go back to some TA in a little bit. We're just going to do this the old ADHD way. Just bounce from subject to subject, as I always do. So saw this just a few minutes ago on Reddit, that Twitter had already leaked out an image of them having this situation. So in their menus, they're actually starting to have in the development, or almost done with the development, Bitcoin options. So we will probably see a Bitcoin, Ethereum, you know, couple asset wallet being put into Twitter, which is super cool. Lots of adoption. That's really great. I do kind of wonder what Jack Dorsey's plan is with all this. I think he's the CEO of Twitter and Square. But I digress. This is very good to see. Maybe we'll be able to trade or send transactions to each other through Twitter pretty soon. That'd be pretty great. Let's head on over here. CoinMarketCap always has some good information. Some analysis. Guardian Link partners with Beyond Life Club. I'm not familiar with either of those right now. Preparing for the end of the bull market. Just keep taking profits, man. You know, Solana hit 45, so I got a little bit of profits. I mean, I only sold like a single Solana I am only selling things right now so that I can either put them into something else or put it into a staking pool for USDC. Nothing is coming out into cash unless I get into a weird spot while I'm traveling here and need to pay for something that's a little more than I've got on hand. We're just gonna keep yield farming through osmosis as much as we can. I did move over. I've been pulling out about $50 a day out of my yield into ATOM, so I swap it Osmo to ATOM, and then I've been putting it over into my main Coinbase account where it's sitting as ATOM still. I didn't sell anything, and it's still accruing that 5% that Coinbase gives you when you actually leave ATOM on their retail platform. I just kind of figure, I'm yield farming over in that other place in the osmosis zone, getting really high yield returns, which is fantastic. I love it. It's honestly, it's the biggest part of my portfolio because it just like they gave me a bunch of Osmo and I added a little more, and all of a sudden it doubled, tripled, quadrupled. It's just kept compounding as I stacked and stacked and stacked, and all of a sudden it became worth more than anything else that I put in. Oh God, I dropped my pen. It's just incredible. I can't even believe how amazing Osmo has been for me. I'm not one to shill things, but with their AMM. Between the osmosis zone itself and I can even pull up osmosis zone for you. Hold on. Before I show you my bags, I don't want to do that. Not one to share financial information. If we ever talk about prices and gains and everything, I will always give you percentages. That's fine, and you should be doing the same thing. It's not great to tell people how much money you got sitting in these bags, but this wallet doesn't have a whole lot in it. I don't think I can switch to my other wallet right now. I don't know how to show you osmosis. Give me just a moment, and maybe I can disconnect my wallet for a moment on my other browser window where you can't see what I'm doing. I'll just press sign out. Perfect. Okay. Take this window. Where the hell did it go? Jeez, I got so many tabs. This is just absolutely absurd. We're just gonna put this one up here so that I don't have to mess with. There we go. Alright, so this is the osmosis zone. If you're not familiar with it, Osmosis did their fair drop about a month ago, maybe two, and price immediately skyrocketed from like $1.50 up to $7. A bunch of people took profits, which was probably a good idea. I immediately just started compounding everything in here. So Osmosis is an automated market maker. It is for bootstrapping projects like Akash, Regen Network. I don't fully remember what Regen Network is about. Akash I really like. It's a kind of a decentralized version of AWS, which is super cool. It's much cheaper, and it's basically utilizing all this unused server space all over the world. So they gather up, they've got some here, some there, wherever. All decentralized because you're going to be bouncing bits of data in each of their servers throughout the network, so you can host in a decentralized manner. Yeah, the servers are still owned by these hosting companies, but it's better than it sitting in an AWS. If you're running an Ethereum node that way or something, it's you can do whatever you want with it. It's just a normal server. But the Akash token is done pretty good. I think it went from 2-ish. I can come over here and we can tell you. I have it down kind of low on this list. I just added gold to the list just because I've been poking around at gold shops and finding out this, that, and the other thing. But anyways, Akash, there we go. I haven't charted Akash at all, but we can kind of get some general ideas here. It's fairly new. Looks like the beginning of the data here is May 25th, so we can see the entire chart, which I love. We'll put in 4 hours so we actually get some resolution here. And if you want to learn how to do what I do for my GAN fans and whatnot, I can do one real quick here for you. Oh God, I think I'm out of cough drops. I went to the pharmacy and the grocery store right here around where I'm staying, and I couldn't find cough drops. You know, my throat's just jacked up from talking too loud last night. So tea it is. I wonder if I can get more. So my voice may start to go and I may just start coughing. I thought coming over to Paris would get rid of my allergies because it's a different country, different plants. You know, what I am allergic to in Washington might not be here, but it's just gotten worse. It's so bad here. They've got lime trees out here in the courtyard thing, this big circle. I'm gonna climb one. I'm gonna get a damn lime at some point. But yeah, my allergies are just awful here, and so my throat's really sore. So let's do this chart. We're going to switch over to the line chart just because it gives a little clearer picture of how this goes. I think in this case, and I've never had to do it with this one, so let's pull out our fib retracement tool. You ever watch Jason Casper? That dude's like, just whip it out. Just whip it out in front of everybody, you know. So we're gonna whip out our fib retracement tool. So fib retracement tool is just one of the best tools in all of technical analysis. Almost every one of the traders or YouTubers that is doing TA is going to use the fib retracement. So we're actually going to, we go high to low, and we localize it in one swing. So I'm going to use this one, I think. We'll see how that turns out. I've got mine set up so that you don't get to see all the color behind it, but it gets in the way. So it looks a little nicer this way, a little cleaner. So in interactions we're seeing here, kind of hung out, and you know, this was a nice support resistance line here at 244 for A cash, and look at that. It's respecting the fib lines. So nice, you know. Even right here in the middle, we got a little bounce off here at the 618 level, and it basically bounced off here. I'm sure there's a nice wick that goes up through here at the 3.641. 3.7-ish level, but that's a 786. So fib looks really good. Let's lock that bad boy in place so we don't accidentally move it, and then let's head over. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this one. So we pull out our GAN fan. GAN fan's a pretty great tool. It's still a Fibonacci sequence, but it's a fib sequence in degrees, I think, is how they do it. I'm not sure if that's log or if that's the opposite of logarithmic. I can't remember. Anyway, where is fib GAN fan? Right there. So I think I'm going to try. So we're going to come from all the way at the origin, or at least where this chart starts. If you use TradingViews, you know that their charts don't always start at the genesis of a project, but this is all we can do here. So normally I'll go from a low point like this one right here to the next one, and those are my two, or the next point where it went up after, like right here. You know, it's significant movement, and I normally make these on the daily chart, so it actually would help quite a bit. Move this again in a sec. As much as I love TradingViews, I also hate it. If you ever do engineering software at all, honestly, TradingViews is like a browser version of AutoCAD, which, you know, I used to do drafting and design for people, and so this all just like made sense to me right when I started using it. We might actually have to move this GAN fan back further if we want to include this in it, but I'm not super worried about that price action right now. So let's try and get. Let's try here-ish. Let's see. It's getting an interaction up there at the 786, and two interactions at 786. So you can see right here it's kind of interacting, and right here it's definitely interacting. That might be a good spot for this. Although I didn't. Normally I like to lock this dot somewhere on the top of a price peak. Let's see. But we may have just had a really nice spot. Let's try right there-ish. Check over here to the right. Interaction. cool. I think that actually might do. You know, I like to see at least 3 interactions. You know, we got, let's see, really good one right there. Almost had one right here. If we switch over to candles, it probably does hit. I don't want to listen to this song. Give me just a moment, and I will pop on to Twitch so that I can see if anybody's asking me any questions, which I doubt. You know, there was just the one person there. Am I watching my own stream? Is that the one person? I don't know. Maybe I can hear myself talk for a sec, see how bad the audio is. So Twitch chat, there's nothing there. It's exactly what I expected. Switch over to YouTube. I wonder if it'll let me. No, shut up. I really hate YouTube sometimes. Look myself up. Crypto. Nomad. 2Ds. This is the Double D channel. You guys ever watch Ed, Edd n Eddy? Yeah, Double D. Oh, what did he always say? Buttered toast. Love it. Alright. So, if you are watching, please give me a like, a follow, whatever. Help get the good information out there. Definitely going for, it's a young channel, very, very young. I just started like a week ago. But very much going for the responsible trading advice. This is not financial advice. I need to remember to say that every stream. I'm going to get a... the waitress was talking to me. But I need to have some design work done. I'll probably use Fiverr or whatever. Unless somebody out there makes me something for free, I'll pay. You know, I'm not opposed to paying my artists. You know, you guys work hard. But I want to get a flashing banner for the start of every show that says this is not financial advice, you know, blah blah blah. So make your own decisions, do your own research. I'm just here to give you some information. Anyway, so we got derailed there on osmosis, talking about Akash. So I'm not seeing any patterns right off top. If I zoom in here, might be able to get a, I'm not sure what the word I'm looking for is. I think it would be an ascending triangle technically, where the top is flat and the bottom is coming up. And I still have yet to put my charting examples in my streaming service for my laptop, blah blah. So I can't really show you that right now. But anyway, go back for a sec. Akash may. I mean, it's sitting on a significant resistance right now. It may come down here and bounce off the 1-to-1 resistance line, which point in time, I mean, it very well could use these 2 lines as a rising wedge that's just already built into the page here instead of having to draw it out. So, not sure. It is touching the GAN fan right now, or the Bollinger Bands right now, and for some reason it's not loading RSI data or the money flow index. Pretty good, honestly. When I see the money flow index doing something like right here where it's coming up, it definitely is a good sign, especially if it crosses over. I'm gonna get this smaller. Where's the 100? There we go. I don't know why it likes to move all the time. Whenever I get in here, it's somewhere else. Okay, 0, bam. But I mean, we can definitely see a nice trend in the money flow index, which is great. We come down here to Market Cipher B. Honestly, Market Cipher B is one of the best trading tools, price analysis tools you can possibly get. Even just using that, not knowing anything else about TA, it is just absolutely amazing. CryptoFace is the guy who made it. You know, he can go over and get his stream as well. He does these fat, $1 million trades. What I heard him say is he generally doesn't trade much more than 2x or 3x on leverage. I'm a degenerate, you know. I like to get a little wild, but I'm normally only trading, small amounts, $100 at a time, unless there's more in there from whatever trades I made. I'll do 20x, or 10x a lot of times. As long as I've got a really nice big buffer below my price entry of, I'm talking like at least 5%. is when I'm making trades on leverage at 20x. You know, all I need is like a 1% gain, and I'll normally tap out from there. If I see a 2% at 5%, you know, I'm sitting there going, oh my god, you know, what did I just do? Made a bunch of money, blah blah. So whatever. Be responsible with leverage trading if you are doing it. I trade on Femex when I do. I very much do not trade. I'm not trading right now. I don't really need to. But that may change here in a couple of days. I may try and make some trades. Just got to look for an entry, and you know, if you are trading, take your time, figure it out. So going back here, we can screw around osmosis a little more. I don't have any. I'm not connecting right now. I just don't want to pull out my bag. Beautiful webpage, by the way. I love their artist. Whoever does all of this stuff is amazing. So over here in the trade page, you can swap for any of the tokens that are supported right now on the IBC, the Inter Blockchain. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Interblockchain network. There we go. Just to get stuff onto this AMM, you have to go. No. We don't want that. Through their assets page, and you got to do an IBC transfer. So it'll go from your Kepler wallet into basically the local wallet. They're linked together. When there's an asset not staked here in Osmosis, it'll show up right here, and when you click on your Kepler wallet, it'll be the exact same value. Their website's a little slow to respond, so sometimes if you pull your staking rewards out and put it in, it'll take about 10 minutes to show up here in your Osmosis, because when you do get your staking rewards, you get it in Osmo, the local government's token. They're still not sure what to do with Ion, but they gave me one, so whatever, you know, pretty cool. If you are going to do some liquidity mining, I should probably cover this airdrop situation. Fair drop. So I held a bunch of ATOM in February, it's like February 13th or so. They did a snapshot. I was staking at the time. I knew that was coming. I'd heard kind of rumors here and there, just because ATOM was one of my early projects that I really, you know, was interested in. So I heard about the airdrop, staked a bunch of it, and I didn't even think it was that much. I mean, compared to the size of the bag I have as a whole portfolio now, it seems like not very much money at all. But hearing what other people got for their fair drop, I feel like I got just a ton. So that was super cool. I've multiplied it 5 or 6 times by now, and I've probably only put in a couple $100 just for poops and ha-has to see, you know, how well the IBC transfers worked, etc. You know, little test transactions are always good anytime you're trying something new. I'm kind of doing the same thing right now with Solana farming, but I'm digressing once again. If it was February 18th, sorry. If you were holding ATOM in a private wallet, so not on exchange, one of your own, hot or cold, doesn't matter, as long as you had ATOM. I'm not sure if it was staked, like you had to have it staked at the time, I can't remember, but it just says hold right now. So first mission was to hold it on February 18th. They took a snapshot, we waited, and nobody knew what was going to happen. You know, it was like 4 months later. And then they gave us this whole thing where you come in, you know, you immediately get like a percentage, like 20% of the airdrop, fair drop. And so they give you a progress bar up here whenever you would complete a mission, you know, add some liquidity to pools, go over there, do that. You'd have to swap a little bit of your Osmo or ATOM to, you know, have two, like 50-50 for the pools. And then you just put some in there. There wasn't even incentives yet, so we weren't even using the LP, which was interesting. And then, you know, make a swap. So the moment you swap some, you got this one, you got that one. You go over and you hit the stake, and this will take you out to your Kepler wallet, your full interface, and allow you to. You can do it all through just the extension, the Google Chrome extension, but it's a little nicer working over in the full web page, which I can pull open. It's not gonna, yeah. So, oh, look at that! I've got 16 available. Nice. Looks like, okay, this is how much, you know, I got in 1 day of staking. This is like 500 Osmo here. 1 day of staking at, I think Cephalopod has been really great for me. They've been the highest yield for a while, but 8%. For a while it was 10%. On a couple of them, like Inodal was good. Cosmos Station was at 10% when we started, but it dropped down to 5. Um, what I do really like here is the fact that we're just going to collect that real quick so when I come back to deal with this later. But anyway, the delegation here. If you want to undelegate, it's only 14 days. Cosmos is 21 days. I ended up, after a while, after 3 months, I unstaked from Cosmos just because I never knew if I was going to need that liquidity, which I ended up needing right when it crashed in May. I was able to make some good sales. Yeah, I pulled it out somewhere end of March, and that was a really good choice. I knew March, May, April was going to kind of be weird, so I had it available and was able to make some sales, take some profits. So we're going to close that back up and whatever. So let's go over the pools. These liquidity pools are very high percentage APY right now, which of course we love. You know, a single day. If you don't understand how this situation works, when you come in here, you add your liquidity, and that just is here. You can take it out any point in time. It's not stuck or anything. So you add your liquidity, and then you come over here to start earning. You click that, so you'd actually be bonding it in here. It says bonding for 7 days, blah, 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 blah. 14, single. What that is actually telling you isn't that it's going to be stuck there from today until 7 days from now. It's that it's going to stay there until you click unbond. And once you do click that unbond, it takes 7 days to get it back, 14 days to get it back. So I've got a pretty good spread across all three. You know, I put a fat chunk over in the highest percentage yield, you know, and then I've been putting little bits into single day bonds across the board just so. 394, holy shit. That is just fantastic. But, you know, I've got some in this pool 1, pool 2, I think pool 3. I pulled out of pool 4 because I didn't like that it's a 66 to 34 split. Trying to do simple math when I'm just doing this quickly, it was just too much of a pain in the ass. Yeah, then there isn't a ton of liquidity, so it just, I wasn't happy with that pool. I pulled out of it, so I've got some in the DVPN and Osmo pool. I think that's it right now, unless I was going to pull my star name IOV out of the stake. It's unstaking right now, 14 days, to get that unstaked from the pool. That price is really, really low, but, you know, it's such a new project. I mean, you can get, for like 5 Osmo, you can get like 300 IOV, you know, it's only worth 0.002 or something like that right now, but whatever. They didn't have any incentives except for the staking, which was only like 5%, and it has not been moving very fast. So I'm trying to pull it out of there, get it in here, get that higher APY so I can make my money. Yeah, enough about osmosis. Again, definitely not trying to shill. I think right now is not a great time to dive into osmosis just because it was lowest after price discovery was at $1.50-ish. So we have 3x. I mean, we're just blowing, you know, Cardano right out of the water here, which is just, you know, I love it. I've got a big bag of Cardano too, so, you know, I'm happy about how fast that's moving. We are looking close to a $4 Cardano soon, but I didn't chart that yet today. We can go over there and do that in a bit. So yeah, 393 is just amazing. What else do I need to tell you about? It works pretty great. They've got another streaming platform, Emeris. They're not streaming, staking and yield farming. Emeris is very new. It's still in beta. People were a little annoyed by it not working very well when it came out in beta, and I just was like, you know what, you guys need to calm the fuck down. Give it a month for the developers to catch up. If you've been watching this ecosystem at all, they move so fast. Everyone's always releasing something. You pay attention to their Twitter, and every single day there's something new, and it's just amazing. Highly support the ATOM ecosystem, IBC stuff. So let's go over and check out this. Ultra is a project that I actually just heard about the other day when I got to Utrecht. One of the guys in my dorm there was like, oh, you should check this out. He described it as being a basically decentralized version of Steam, and I think their ticker was UOS. I just pulled it up the other day. I haven't really done any price analysis on it. OUS? I can't remember. Hold on, it's on my phone. We can talk about Cardano a little bit while we're here, digressing from whatever point I was trying to make. Gotta go my CoinGecko. CoinGecko on the phone sucks balls. It's just so clunky. But ticker is UOS for Ultra. Do I have it here? I don't know if TradingView has Ultra yet. You know, they don't have Osmo yet. Add this in here, see if it is here. Osmo. Nope, they still don't have Osmo. What did I say it was? UOS. Oh, that's UOA. UOS, UODAR. Oh, Bitfinex is showing it now. Okay, cool. So apparently you can trade it on Bitfinex. I don't have any of this yet. Being that we're in a bull market, you know, I don't want to dive into a brand new crypto that's, you know, got no price history. Where did it go? Very bottom. Cool. So we can take a look at this chart real quick. Get some. You know, how far back are we? So they started hosting it at July of 19. So it's actually not that new, but you know, it started out down here at about 3 cents. Previous peak was 2. And like I said, right now it's at all-time highs at 97 cents. I mean, a 97-cent crypto, I would, you know, throw a couple $100 at it right away just to have a bag. If it goes down, I'm not worried about, you know, losing $50. It's not a big deal. So I may actually grab a bag of this. Not sure yet. I do want to dive more into their website. But they, the news they put out today, I just found this. I don't remember if I found it on Reddit or wherever. But Ultra's blockchain's gone carbon neutral, so they got certified as a carbon neutral entity, which, you know, with all the FUD that's going on with Bitcoin being, oh, it's bad for the planet, it's boiling the seas. It's fucking stupid. But yeah, so there you go. Looks like they're doing pretty good. They're being eco-friendly, which everybody likes. So I look forward to see more of this company. Let's see if I can grab their main website somewhere. Is there a link on this page? I don't remember what their website is. Let's just try Ultra Crypto. CoinMarketCap, Ultra.io. Dope. So there you go. Ultra.io is their main website. Very clean looking, very chic. I like it. Feels a lot like the Osmosis website, you know. But yeah, they're really leaning into gaming and blockchain. I know nothing about their actual consensus mechanism, so I'll have to read in here a little more. We can go to tech if we want, you know, game distribution, you know, digital goods. So I think they're going to be hosting NFTs, which is, you know, it's all the craze right now. I love NFTs. Speaking of which, if you are Loopy Donuts, I don't remember what the website is. Drop. Loopy Don. Here we go. No, they've got their own website. All right, here's their Twitter. Follow them on Twitter. They're airdropping today. I managed to get in as a what do you call it? God, my brain is breaking right now. They're doing a pre-sale right now, so I managed to get whitelisted on that with one of my addresses. So I actually might move some money, some ETH over here, and they are doing the main drop 12 hours from now, 21 minutes. So tomorrow, get your Loopy Donuts. This one's probably going to be pretty fun. I really like this project. I think they're really cool looking. This is the artist, Xenia. I think, you know, super cool to see artists really, you know, making use of blockchain tech and NFTs to actually make the money that they're worth, you know. That's a big deal. The website's super easy to use. She does a really good job of explaining everything, or whoever her web developer. Um, Astrid Fox, yeah, they did a great job of making this website. It's very clean, very easy to get around, learn what you need to know. So good job to all of these guys. I'll pop over here and give you guys follows real quick. If you happen to see this, please give me a follow back. Bringing the good old crypto news to everyone out there. Some Bitcoin, a little bit of Litecoin, Yep, followed live on Twitch. Yep. Anyway, so super fun project. Let's look at what their NFTs actually look like. I mean, they're the donuts that you see, right here. So I really like their style. Great art. I would love to find an artist that is proficient in this kind of style. Maybe I'll work with this girl. I've written a couple of books, and I need an artist for my children's books, and I think this would be a really, really great style to use. There's not going to be donuts in it. I don't know, maybe as a joke somewhere, but it's just a fantasy story. So I'm definitely going to get myself one of these donuts here after I sign off. Got to have a MetaMask link to the website. Connect a wallet up here. Pretty easy, just like any other thing. It's 0.07. Where's the price? Nope, I don't want to do that. Right now it is 0.07 for a single donut. She bundled them up so you can get 4 for 0.05. You can get more than 4 for less. The price breakdown is down here. Where is, how do I buy? How many will you reserve? How do I buy? Simple instructions on how to use MetaMask. Price. Anyway, you understand. The more you buy, the cheaper. Here we go. Just stupid. Yeah, so up to 4.7, 5 to 9 is 0.6 ETH. 10 to 20 is much cheaper at 0.05 ETH. I don't feel like diving in. If anybody wants to go in on a couple so we get the better deal, I mean, even if you're just here in Paris, we can meet up, we'll put together a little bit of ETH and, we'll get some cheaper prices. I'm happy to do that with people. Not so much over the internet, just because we could definitely fuck each other over. But, I'm not out here to do that to anybody. So if anybody wants to try and get in on a good deal, maybe we get a bunch of people around here and do 20, or 10, which would be sweet. 0.5. God, 1/10 of an ETH right now. What is that? Like, simple math. I don't even remember what the price of ETH is right now. 38. ETH is 38. We can just go. How much is 0.05 ETH worth? That was like the first option. All right, 16k euro, 1650 almost, or just above. So yeah, that's. Wait a second. That's no, it's saying 5 ETH. Let's get the actual. God, not wrapped ETH. If anybody can explain this to me, I do not fully understand the whole wrapped ETH and Bitcoin situation. I've read through it more than once, and I still don't comprehend why they bothered with it. Especially, I don't know. It's just to avoid fees and whatnot, but I still don't comprehend. So why are you doing this? Let's just go like 0.05. So 160 bucks. Honestly, for an NFT, that's very reasonable. Most of the time they will go up, even just the floor of these will go up most of the time. So I'm gonna grab one. You should grab one if you can. I missed out on like every NFT drop that's come by that has been of any kind of hype. She's dropping them on Ethereum network, which I don't really like Ethereum all that much, but just for the fees and issues and all that. But whatever, it is what it is. Get your gains where you can. So, yeah, I think we're about done for the day. I will check over here on the phone, see if anybody's talking to me on the Twitch or the YouTubes. I know everyone's watching BitBoy right now. The dude's got a fucking massive following. General chat for Loopy Donuts. They've got a Discord, which is great. For my YouTube here, I haven't watched any of my usual streams for quite a while. I'm too busy right now. Okay. Where is the Twatch? The Twatch stream. The Twatch and the Twatter. That's where I make my twats. Good. Good. Let's see if I'm showing up on the list here of Twitch streamers. I'm not seeing me. Yeah, that's what happens when you're brand new. Nobody's watching me. Who is this dude? QWEHSBS. He's wearing a hat and it's like, you know, it's pretty funny. Yeah, I don't see me, but I think our price points are gonna continue doing what they're doing, especially through the weekend. The weekend tends to get a little different just because, you know, the retail traders are in charge the whole time. So we've got the Asian market, and it'll do what it does overnight in the U.S., but you know, it's a little more predictable and consistent. But you know, whatever. I'm gonna go out, grab a glass of water here, which is behind my computer. You know what? I think we're just gonna call that for the day, you guys. Thanks for showing up if you did watch. Yeah, give me a like, give me a follow, and we'll see you next time.